Hi everyone, I'm Jeanette with Vivo Vintage Designs. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to blow out 3 different types of petals for your flowers. So here I have what I call the roughly petal, where your edges have these little frilly ends. Then we have the smooth petals, and these are just smooth, no ruffly edges. And then what I call the folded petals. The ink is blown out and it looks like fabric, like folds in fabric. So I have gone ahead and put some pitch black on 3 different pieces of photo paper, and I'm going to show you how to blow out each one. But before we get started, I'll remind you that all the products used will be listed in the description box just below the video, along with links. And if you have any questions regarding any of the techniques you see me use in this video, just drop it in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you enjoy my channel and find the information that I provide you helpful, please show your support by giving me a thumbs up, dropping a comment, or subscribing. Okay, now I'm going to be using my airbrush for this, and I'm using KRYLON photo paper, and I have 99% alcohol. You can use I have 99 and you can use 91% if that's what you have. Either one will work. So let me see if I can bring you a little bit closer so that you can see what I'm doing as I explain it to you. All right. The PSI on my compressor is set at 40. Let me turn it on. And the first petal we're going to do is the smooth petal. Okay, and I'm not going to show you how to do the centers. I have plenty of videos on how to do centers. So if you're interested on how to do this very simple center or some more complicated centers, take a look at my videos and I'm sure you'll find plenty on the centers for the flowers. Okay, so to create the smooth petals, what I do is, if you hold your airbrush almost parallel to the paper but with a slight angle downward, you can blow a petal out, and as it starts to reach the edge of the paper, then you can move forward and make sure that it's completely dry. Now, to create large petals, use a large amount of alcohol on your paper. If you want smaller, more narrow petals, use less alcohol. Okay, so I'm going to put down my alcohol. It's about a quarter size, and then I'm going to blow it. And I'm moving my airbrush from side to side to dry the sides of my petal and to widen them a little bit. And I don't like to stack my petals one on top of the other, so I'm just going to move them around a little bit. So you can see I'm just keeping my airbrush on one side. I'm angling it from side to side, and as it starts to dry, I'm moving it towards the edge of the paper. I'm not moving my airbrush, just moving it from side to side. And I'm keeping my petals kind of narrow. And if you should get a petal that you don't like, just put some more alcohol down and blow right over it. And that's a really simple way to create those beautiful smooth petals. Okay, now we're going to do these roughly petals with the little frillies at the edge. So I've got another piece of paper here. And to create these, what I do is I put a line of alcohol from the center, from the edge of the center to the end of the paper. Then I hold my airbrush almost straight up and down. There's just a very slight angle to it. And I hold it very close to the paper. And then I blow the ink slowly right up into that line of alcohol. All right, let's do the first one. So I'm putting it down and I'm creating a line. I'm going to let it sit for a moment so it softens the ink. I'm holding it really close. And then I'm just going to blow it off the paper. And then you want to make sure, of course, that it's completely dry. But you see how you get those frilly edges? Okay, let's do a few more. Let it sit for a moment. Hold it close. I didn't get too many frilly edges on that one. There we go. Oops. And of course, the more alcohol you use, the wider your petals will be. Move these out of the way. I'm spraying them with alcohol. So you're putting down a line, getting close, and then just pushing it right off the paper. And don't worry about your edges too much. I mean, you want to blow the alcohol off of the paper, but if your edges aren't perfect, you can always crop your painting. So don't get too caught up in that. So you can see this is pretty easy, but the effect is so pretty. One last petal. Famous words, right? Okay, so let me bring this up to you so that you can see how you get those pretty little frilly edges. That's really cute. Okay, now for my favorite, which is the folds in the ink. Let me show you that one more time. And you do get some kind of frilly edges on these as well. But my favorite thing about it is how it looks like fabric that is folded over. So these are my favorite ones, and I'm going to show you how to do that. This is very easy also. So what you're going to do is you're going to put down your drop of alcohol. I would say maybe about the size of a nickel. And then you're going to hold your airbrush at the same angle as you did for the roughly petals. And then instead of pushing the ink off the paper and releasing the trigger, you're going to keep your finger on the trigger and you're going to be blowing air all the while, and you're going to go up and down like this. And you're going to make sure that the ink is completely dry. All right, let's get started with that. So I've got about nickel size or a quarter size, and now I'm going to blow it out and I'm going to go back and forth. And you have to make sure the ink completely dries. see how it looks like the ink is folded? And again, pretty simple to do. Just a drop of alcohol and running your airbrush up and down the petal. And if your petals look a little light, you can always put down a little bit more, let it sit for a moment, and do it again. And it darkens the color and deepens the folds, as you can see. Okay, so there you go. Without a lot of effort, we have created 3 different types of petals. And each one is very pretty in its own way. So I hope that you found this information helpful and that you give this a try. If you'd like to try it and share your work with me, you can check out my Facebook page and post your your pictures in the comment section below this video. I hope, sorry, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.